Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I just come out for just a minute for a little walk. My hip is hurting pretty bad. I have cooked some ground chuck with some onion and garlic and an envelope of taco seasoning. Y'all, it's about 3:30, somewhere around in there. It's about 75 degrees. Yeah. Sun is shining. Y'all can see. There's a few little clouds. It was kind of overcast earlier. Not now. Now, y'all, today our high is 75, okay? Tomorrow, Monday, our high is going to be 45, and that's it. Yeah. And it's going to be like that most of the week next week, I believe. I don't see any rain anywhere, or haven't heard of any rain that we'll be getting, but anyway. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all have had a good weekend. Excuse me, y'all. I am, I go in the morning. I need to be there at 7:30, which means we have to leave here about 6:15 or so, 6:15, 6:30, to go get my injection for my back and my hip, or injections. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but I always get nervous doing it. Some people do it without getting any kind of sedation. Oh, I don't know how. My mother-in-law does that. She goes and gets it without getting sedation. I can't even handle them giving me a shot in my shoulder, for my shoulder. When I need one for my shoulder, I ask them to do it while they have me sedated. Yeah. But I get nervous. I mean, I'm excited to be getting it done because it does eventually start helping, okay? But, I can't have anything to eat or drink after midnight tonight. That is really hard for me, because usually I'm up some during the night, snacking on candy or chocolate covered cherries and drinking my Coke. But I can't have anything after midnight. I have to make sure that my sugar is low, because what they inject me is a steroid, which makes your blood sugar go up. So, yeah. And I have been out of my Farxiga, which is one of my diabetic medicines that I take at night. I take my Januvia in the mornings, and then my Farxiga at night. And I have been out for the last 2 nights, and I haven't taken it. So, me or Mike, one's got to run to the drugstore before they close at 6 today and get it. So, yep. And, of course, I don't look forward to getting an IV. I always hate that. I hate it. I'm like a big kid when it comes to that. When it comes to them taking blood or starting an IV. And up there, they put it in some of the strangest places, up in my arm and all, and I don't like that. But anyway, I mean, I've never had a problem with it, or never had a problem up there with it, knock on wood. So, what have y'all been up to? I have gone through some comments, and I've tried to reply to some. I appreciate y'all so much. You just don't know how much I do. I really, really do. And I mean, you know, like I've said before, it may just say thank you, but that is a big thank you from my heart, okay? It just seemed like just typing in thank you doesn't express what I feel about your comments, okay? But just know that, please, that it does mean so much to me from my heart. That simple thank you is from my heart, okay? And I'm glad I have hit 4,000 friends. Those of you that haven't been with me, I have said from the beginning, I don't like calling y'all followers. I don't like that. So I always call y'all my friends, because that's what you are. I'm not anyone to have a following. I'm not anyone to have fans. But I do have supporters, because y'all always support me so sweetly, so kindly. And I appreciate it so much. Oh, y'all, I'm just hoping and praying that I don't end up having to have a hip replacement. Yeah, my mama had to have one. And but I tell you, was it yesterday or Friday, when I went down to the other drugstore at Northport, and I went by FedEx and got that package. When I went through Taco Casa, and my hip started hurting so bad, I had to get out and stand up in the drive-thru right there for a minute. Because it'll get to hurting so bad that I just have to, if I'm sitting, I have to get up and move to try to get it to ease up. Old age is hard. You know, because my mind still says, yeah, you can do this, you can do that, you know. My body just don't agree with what my mind says. They're in conflict. But the good Lord allows me to wake up every morning, and I shouldn't complain about anything hurting. I'm just thankful to be able to still enjoy life and my kids. Normally on Christmas, I get a picture with me and my 4 grandbabies, okay? Yes, I know one of them is 14, but he's still my grandbaby. And he may be a bonus grandson, but he's still my grandson, okay? And the other one just turned 9. They're still my grandsons, but normally I get a picture with all 4. Well, last year and this year, Presley did not want to have anything to do with it. Y'all know this year she was kind of sick and irritable. And she would not get up there with us and take a picture, but I got one of me and my 3 boys. I need to post it. I haven't posted it yet. But I couldn't believe, y'all know, last Wednesday, Christmas Eve, Amy brought KJ and Presley over here for us to keep them for about an hour and a half or so for her to do a couple of last minute things that she needed to do for them. Presley wouldn't stay. And y'all, that has never happened for her to not want to stay at Mimi's house. I mean, it shook all 3 of us, me, Mike, and Amy, and KJ. So, Amy said, "You want to just go with Mama?" "Yes, Mama." So, she just went with Mama. She had a good time with Mama. She had her and Mama a little time. But Amy has her, Presley's little tablet, hung on the back of the driver's seat. And Presley's in her seat, and she watches her tablet. And she will just sit there and watch Mickey Mouse or Miss Rachel, that on that tablet. She will sit there and watch it and be so good. But, little stinker. So, I have not seen them since Thursday. And I miss them. And tomorrow, sorry, y'all. Tomorrow, we're supposed to have KJ because he's still out of school. And, but he will either, Amy said she would let him decide if he wanted to go up to Mama and Papa's and stay, or go with her to work and stay until we get back. And then when we get back, we'll get him from either Mama and Papa's or Amy at work. And I'll probably come in and lay down, and him and Michael do whatever. Him and his pop-pop. So, but anyway, y'all, I was saying I fixed that ground chuck and the onions and garlic and taco seasoning. I'm going to do another taco ring just because I had that hamburger meat and I need to cook it. And I really didn't feel much like standing up cooking too much. The only other thing I think I have is, I have chicken in the freezer. But only other thing would be fried sausage and potatoes for Mike, which would mean cooking me some butter beans or soup beans or something. But y'all, the supper last night, I told Mike, I said, I don't know if I was just really hungry or what, but that tasted so good to me. And he said, no, he said every bit of it was delicious. So we enjoyed our supper. My fried chicken tasted, the seasoning, was spot on. I fried it just right, and his sauteed chicken, I sauteed it just right. And the cream potatoes, were good. And the fresh peas were good. So, we enjoyed our little supper last night. And, Mike ate several big platefuls. And he ate all of his chicken, all of that chicken that I sauteed for him, which it was really just one whole boneless chicken breast that I had cut into strips. He ate all of it except for one piece. So, anyway, y'all, I'm not going to stay on here and keep rambling, okay? I'm not sure when I'll pop back on. Doing this taco ring again, I really want me a Pampered Chef pizza stone. Yeah, I really want one of those pizza stones bad. So, I need to, I guess, get in touch with Tabby. I mean, I've got several ladies that I've done parties for before and all. I could do that, but I guess if I could help Tabby or one of her friends, one of her following friends out that's doing a party, I'll do that. You know, I like to help out anybody else that I can. You know, as far as like, it's kind of a risky thing if you're a creator, an influencer, and I don't like that word either, but to recommend somebody else's page. But if it's someone that I like to help out. I don't have many friends to help out with, but I still like to try. Okay, y'all. That could be it for now. Uh-oh, I see Mike with the chainsaw. I don't know if that means he's fixing to do another tree or what. I mean, these trees over here aren't that big. But it's still, I don't care. Whenever you're using a chainsaw on a tree or anything, you know, it's dangerous. Always makes me nervous. But, okay, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all have a great rest of the afternoon and evening. And I'm not sure when I'll be back. I'm not sure if I'll be back before I do a good night or what. But I'll be back with a good night if nothing else, okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, okay? From the bottom of my heart. Love y'all. Bye.